Good time zone, everyone. Welcome to another Dominaria draft. We are doing heavy Dominaria this week. Chat voted for it this time. This is the first time I've even given chat a vote, but since we've Dominaria drafted once already this stream, I figured I'd at least ask, and the chat is with me on sticking with Dom for now. And we're going to dive in here, pay some gems, and see if we can't find some sweet rares to take over this event with. And if you need some sweet rares to take over your constructed deck with, maybe your commander group needs a new spanking with a cool new strategy you've thought up, you know you're going to be able to find everything you need at cardkingdom.com. If you check them out via my affiliate link down below in the panels, they'll know that you came from here. That helps me out a lot. And I know that if you just keep Card Kingdom on your radar as one of your possible suppliers of your physical magic needs, eventually you're going to see, oh yeah, they're the right choice with this purchase. And you're going to, if you haven't spent with them before, you're going to see what an amazing company they are for providing all of your physical magic needs. And just remember to jump over there from my affiliate link, and you can help out this stream as you help out your collection. We're going to try and help out our historic collection here with some sweet Dominaria rares that are going to take over. Ready? No. You go to Card Kingdom so you can give the spankings, East, which is a metaphor for destroying your friends at Magic. Funny. We just took this in our other draft. We didn't play it. It was more of a collection building thing. We could do the same thing here, although it was much easier to do it last draft because the pack was garbage. In this case, I love me a Cloud Reader Sphinx. It's the only blue card in the pack, and we could take it and really cut blue. And as much, I want this history. I really do. We're at 2 out of 4. This is a playable historic card, but whatever. If I never play a game of historic on this account, it would be okay. Like, we don't need to. I'm going to take Cloud Reader to take the only blue card and to try and cut blue off and make this a sweet blue hookup type draft. So I'm going to take Cloud Reader. Wow, this is a mythic to consider. This will get me into Jund. This is a great way to, I've talked about Jund Ramp, Jund Kicker as a way to go. We could take Daragaz here and reconsider possibly heading towards Jund Kicker, or we can just take the Eviscerate and head towards Dimir, or even Sapper, but it's Eviscerate or Daragaz. I'll take it in case it works out. I'm not going to marry this, but we can pivot here if the cards support it. It's very powerful. It's pretty absurd. Interesting first challenge to where we're headed here, because Llanowar Elves obviously helps towards powering out a 7-drop early, but a second Cloud Reader is also awesome. Do you guys want to chase the dragon? Are we chasing the dragon? We're not doing 4. Well, we could actually. If we get like a bunch of Grow from the Ashes, you can totally do 4 color here. I knew you all would want to chase the dragon. So we'll take an elf over a spider. I actually like the spider more than the elf in general in the format, but not when we're trying to work around this 7-drop. We can take this and go 5 color. It's not like Great Blue is coming here anyway. We'll take an Envoy. Take on Animus, but we'll take an Envoy. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, we could take Joda and... All right. This is the second draft. We'll take Joda and see if we can do something crazy. All right, it's coming together, because now we just need to take every Grow we can get. Look at this pack. Can I just take this pack and be done? Wow, lots of good stuff here. But yeah, we're growing. Bargain. This was kind of a throwaway pick. We'll see if we end up playing it. We're probably not playing the Joda or the Sphinx, but we're doing nicely for our plan to head towards Daragaz, at least. Yeah, Rocky, you can do grow-based 5C. Yeah, this is Omnivore or Salvage. I'm going to pull these for now. We'll remember we can go 5C maybe if we want, but this is really what our deck is right now. I need Spider before Salvage in this situation. If we're trying to build towards Daragaz, we don't even need Soul Salvage for Daragaz. It keeps coming back anyway. So I'm going to take first Spider, but this is a pretty narrow pick. Here we can take first Omnivore. Saproling, Splash, Daragaz, totally valid. Take Navigator's Compass and bring these back. No, we're not gonna fall for that nonsense. We're gonna take a second Omnivore. Take a Candle. You've heard me talk about Divest a lot lately. We'll take one and try not to play it, but I'm open to playing it if we have to. I'm not going to take a second right now, though. We'll just take some Vault Progress there, especially because, yeah, I figured this one would come along as well. Pierce the Sky. Right now, we would play it just because we don't really have any other interaction, and flyers tend to be very important. There's no sideboarding, Mike. That's the thing. But there's a chance we play it, so I'll take it over the Vault Progress. But right now, throwing it in the board. This is great, seeing a bargain 13th. Kind of want to take the Shivan and get greedy and try to wheel the Grow, but Grow's so important for us, we're going to just take it. Not look back. And with double Grow, we can go ahead and Sarah's Wings here. There's not much else we're giving. Oh, Skitters, though. Interesting. Sarah's Wings, pretty tempting, but Skitters really helps with this plan, doesn't it? All right, fine. I'll be a grown-up, but I wanted those. I wanted those wings. I wanted those wings. Spore Crown gives us a 2. Take Fiery Intervention as something to add to our red splash. But this is a 2-drop that might get good in our deck. It's not good yet, but it might get there. Let's take that. Nice late Eviscerate. Want this Skin Witch. Would accept this Gorger, but we're not passing Eviscerate. That's true. Spore does pump. It's not even dead. It's not even just a Grizzly Bear right now because it's Fungus or Saproling. So these fungi get to be fun guys. Easy Acolyte here for me. Nothing else particularly playable. I guess the Guardians, but we're not going to play anything in this pack. I'm going to throw this in the sideboard. I really don't think we're playing it. Gorger, we can justify just a beefy 4, although we're pretty full at 4 too, so we might not even play the Gorger. It's not really what you want to be doing. Take an Evangel, but it's the best card for us here. Spiral, Evangel. Still nowhere near wanting to do this whole nonsense, so we're not going to take any Compass. But I think we just want, in this case, an Evangel. Boring old 2. We're going to take a Divination here. Might find a double splash with this Grow. Pretty easy to double splash with 2 Grows. It's trivially easy with 3. We'll see if we pick up another one. I'm probably not playing any of this stuff, but I'll throw a Paladin in the board. Like an Impulse here. Another Envoy. Oh, first Envoy. I guess I was thinking about taking one before. Yeah, I'll switch in a sec, Robert. Or at least for our first pick here as we take a look. It's funny, we also had this in our last draft. I think in pack 2, though. So, Sap Migration goes with the Thallid and is a decent 2. Fungal Infection is another option. But I think we want Migration here over Infection. Soothsayer is a low priority for me, actually. Pretty clunky and hard to use, I've found. Even if you're decently heavy into the saps. So yeah, I'm going to take Sap Migration. All right, Song is getting there. Would love, and we could splash an Evra, Urgaros. Lots of good stuff, but... Well, maybe... Let's see, what support do we have for Song? We have this... and this, and this, and the... We're doing some early stuff. Song could help us power out a Daragaz, so I think I'll go with the Song, but we want to find some more early creatures now if we take Song. We have a Steel Leaf of our own we can consider, or an Eviscerate. I want to leave... Hold on. I want to reset my curve. East wants the Leaf. I kind of want an Eviscerate, but we are pretty heavy green. We have a Llanowar Elves. Let's take the lead. Take it. There's another big greenie we can get. Grun is all right, but we might just want Migration number 2 or Infection number 1 here over Grun. Because we already have our late game inevitability dude. So let's go with Migration again. Infection possible there, but I like Migration. And again, because what I'm trying to now do is play into the Song. Double Migration, double Elf, and Song is a real deal. So yeah, we're going to take an Elf on that front. Omnivore number 1,000,000. Probably not playing 3 of these. Might even want just some interaction here with an armament. But I'm going to take the Omnivore. I don't think we're playing this armament. Maybe we'll play a 3rd Omnivore. Probably not, though. I think that's just a nothing pick. Here, pretty easy Sap Herd over the Plots. Plots may look like where you want to be here, but I really just want double creature for the Song. Yeah, Torment works okay with Song, but I'm not going to try and make a bad card better. Take a bad card. Are we main decking a Broken Bond? Yeah, we didn't end up with a ton of removal, but I don't think we're playing it. I'll take it, though. I don't think we're playing anything else here. Skin Witch. Yes, please. Bargain number 1,000,000 too. Don't think we're playing bargain number 3, but not playing anything else either. No Vault Progress. Spiral, maybe something to have fun with. Let's see what interactions there are there. Envoy, number 1,000,000. Number 2 even is 1,000,000 as far as I'm concerned. We don't want the first if we can help it. I guess I'll take something in our colors. Well, the Divination is almost free with the Grow and the Song, but we just don't need it with double Dark Bargain, triple Dark Bargain if we want it. So we're cutting the blue. We'll fix our lands at the end. I don't think we need a Gorger. What's our creature count? And I guess this is another 7 to dump some mana into, so maybe we should keep the Gorger in. Maybe cut an Omnivore. No, I don't want 3 Omnivores, but they're too good with all these Sap migrations not to have at least the 2. We did not end up with Soul Salvage. And we definitely passed one at some point for another good card. I think we were hoping to wheel it. Too bad we didn't. But it kind of makes me want to ditch the Envoy here as the most whatever of our threes. Yeah, let's cut Divest and Envoy and maybe even Candle. Can't move just one, but we can think of it that way, Mike. And then everything else in here is pretty good. This Evangel is pretty weak. Maybe there's a argument for just going for third Omnivore over first Evangel. Yeah, we can cut Impulse. Although I'm trying to find our dragon buddy, you know. I think with the dragon target, I think I like keeping in the Impulse. Even if we don't find it, we get closer to it. I'm going to cut the 2. We're at 13-9 with 2 sap migrations, though. So effectively at 15 creature spells, creature cards. We could Spiral because we want to get back, what? Like the song? We're kind of just trying to get them. This isn't heavy interaction, but we could just throw in the Candle. We are ramping enough that kind of qualifies. We can divest, just divest something out of their hand. I'm going to go with Candle. Give us a little more interaction. That's true. We could take the Spiral in case we mill away our big inevitability. East wants to cut the Impulse. I'm playing the Impulse both as potential extra land if we want it. Although we have a lot of land, don't we? All right, fine. I'll cut the Impulse and I will bring in the Spiral for some recursion of Tallow removal if we go super long, replaying of Song if that makes sense, and getting Dargaz back if we happen to self-mill. No, I like the Acolyte. Although you're right that we don't have the usual interaction with it, but I still like it. And if we play Spiral, that gives us some targets. So let's try this. What do we call? Let's see. Move in on Dragon. Yeah, let's just do Chase the Dragon, since that's what we did. And because Chase the Dragon is a saying in and of itself, so it's a little bit more mysterious. And then we're going to cut down to a single Montaigne. Although we could run 2 given, again, the Windgrace. But I'm going to just try and... we have the fallback plan of Song. So I'm going to leave it at 1. And then we're going to go up to 9 forests. So that we can really try and get this elf out on 1 and this leaf out on 2, if possible. Mike wants to go all the way to 10 for us. I think we're okay on 9 with double grow, double elf. You're right that not much I think, yeah, black is needed early, but I'll reassess that. You might be right, Mike, but I didn't want to go too low. We can keep this. We have Candle into Thallid and a little bit of land luck, and we have some nice fours. So I'm going to keep. We're on the draw. If nothing else to do, we'll go ahead and grow on our turn 3. Mike's like, I bet that was the one. Well, wanted to go find our mountain, but with Steel Leaf, we're going to go find a forest, make sure we get that champ out next turn. Kind of sad to grow for a forest, but we're going to do it for the champ. They might have a trick, and if so, great. Use it on our Thallid instead of our upcoming champ. Your late elves. See if they want to do anything at instant speed before we try the champ. They're not playing blue, so they can't counter it. Cast down's an instant, right? So this could be cast down, I suppose, but we're going to make them have it. Whatever approach would be good, because then they use it on the Thallid instead of our champ, right? Or if you mean if they save their reproach for the champ. Possibly. Yeah. Yargle Bargle. Well, we got 5 mana and Candle on 6 with an elf we can play. I'm going to go ahead and play... we're going to hold back. Maybe even... Let's go elves and Gorger and be willing to trade Gorger for... Oh no, I'll go elves Omnivore, and we'll trade Omnivore for Yargle if they want to go for that. Although Yargle buffs, I guess they're both 4/4s for 4. This is the better one then, but this can be 7 at least. See what they want to do. We're just going to Tallow. We're going to Candle next turn if they don't do anything. One nice thing about the Candle, the minus X removal is really nice against Indestructible, which white has that Adamant Will or whatever. Now we could kick a grow, but I'm going to attack with the champ and see how they want to block. Although, I guess they don't have a block with this or this. They could chump if they want. I mean, all we're doing by not just candling the Glutton here is giving them an opportunity to try and trade. So I'm going to go full control, change my course a little bit, and go ahead and candle here. Thank you for the host, Magic. Hello, Wizards of the Coast. Hello to any former colleagues wandering the halls. What's up? In the long attrition battle we're in, that's fine for us. So 4, 5, 6, 7. We have a total of 7. If we kick the grow, we'd end up with a total of 4. So we can't go grow into Acolyte. We could go grow into Gorger if we wanted to stop at 4-4, but we want a 7-7 now that they have a 4-2. So the real question is grow here and do nothing else this turn, or do we want to Acolyte here and start getting in the air? Since we're at 18, they're at 14, and this is a 3-power flyer, I'm going to be patient on the ground and get a little more aggressive in the air. Let's put something up in the air here. I want Omnivore back on D. I like Omnivore threatening to eat like the elves and block that paladin, so I wasn't going to attack with Omnivore anyway. I'm just going to try and get in. We're going to... Plan A is now just win with the Windgrace and make him do something for that plan not to work. Such as playing an Urgoros that we now want to keep the Windgrace back to block. Okay, well now we've got kick, grow, play Omnivore, so we'll do that and then have the 7-7 next. Leaves us with no... You want me to swing? Yeah, I guess we're going to get an Omnivore, right? That's fair. All right. Mike's right. I should swing now. See what they want to do about that. Interesting that they would offer that trade, yeah, because that would change my turn. I would rethink things if they want to offer a simple trade here. And that we can pump to save. Yeah, there we go. Chump on that. Then, oh yeah, that's a good play from them. Now I'm sad we attacked Mike, because now their Urgoros gets to be big enough to attack through the Windgrace. So this is actually really good for them. Well, we're going to have to play through. Didn't think that one through. I blame Mike. I don't think it was that desperate, Resonator. Five, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, you just want to do that. I guess we could, but I don't want to lose the grow either. No, we didn't end up with any infects. No infections. We do have some hard removal to try and find. All right. Oh, it's 8. I was thinking it was 7 because it makes a 7-7. Of course, we can't do it yet. So that means we do need to kick the grow. I think it's online. Might be just you, David. We'll do Grow Omnivore and decide if we're going to chump with the Acolyte or not. Probably just need to do that and get real big. Well, either we're discarding. We either discard an Acolyte or a Gorger. Mike wants to take it and lose the 7-7, then we get the big pushback. You like attacking, trading in the air, Mike? Trading damage in the air. All right. Well, Mike got me into this mess. I'll let him get me out of it. He says we should race, let this happen and race with our existing stuff. Well, if he stays back with Flyer, or if Oppo stays back with Flyer, don't you trick me into gendering my opponent. If Oppo stays back with the Flyer, that's pretty good for us anyway, and we can still attack it into it with Omnivore. Yeah, now that we can cast Daragaz, if we find him, we're going to hold land so that we discard land instead of them drawing action. There is a reason to save it to discard Resonator, because if we discard, they don't draw. If we have an empty hand, they draw. We'd much rather discard a forest than them draw a random card. Well, Blessing and a Curse here with the Dark Bargain from Oppo. They take a couple damage, but it's a great refill play. We're likely to face something real good this turn. But these Omnivores are pretty scary for anybody doing the math, so yeah, maybe they'll just stay back completely. Here, I'll hover over my Omnivores. Remember my Omnivores? We're gonna get you. We'll get you. They're not gonna... Man, if I have that kind of power, Mike, I guess, but here, I'll roll over everything. Look, I'm checking it. I'm checking your library, checking your graveyard, checking your bad Sentinel. Oh, that doesn't work here. Gets to endlessly block an Omnivore, which is not bad for Oppo right now, let me tell you. Dark Bargain of our own, we may have to do some similar math. Definitely gonna use it now, see what we find. We could find removal that's quite relevant. Did not find super relevant removal. Now, if we try to keep a swamp to give to Urgoros, we don't have kicked sap. So let's see. Do we need to even play this to threaten lethal with the Omnivores? We definitely want to kick this because the Thallid makes them huge. All right. Certainly everything but the elf needs to come into the red zone, right? Okay, well, do we move in? What is the how does this go wrong for us if we move in? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Reproach, but Reproach doesn't get it done because we get big in response. Can they gain life? Cast down? Yeah, I guess cast down is the big... Well, indestructible doesn't matter because we have an unblocked Omnivore. All right, I'm going to go for it, folks. I can't come up with how they stop this from working, so I'm going to make them show me. Yeah, if this goes bad for us, we basically lose, but I can't think of what they have, so I'm going for it. It doesn't matter. This is getting in. We just need 2 mana to sacrifice to the Omnivore. Yeah, but we don't want to. But if we pass to them, so they activate Indestruct, they can just take it, and then we lose the plan. 8, 9, 10, 11. So like right now, this is lethal. So we can stop here, see what they have. All right, they didn't have it. Left up green? What for? To represent something? Or to... because we needed it? Oh, for my... like, either that was going to win us the game or we were just dead. But I guess if they hadn't answered, yeah, probably should have. I was just thinking that was it. Like, either that play was going to work or we were going to lose was my mentality. We might not make it through all the games of this draft today, but we can get to noon here, we'll play for another 20 minutes at least. I do have a lot of afternoon stuff to get to today, a couple of card orders. I am increasing my stock steadily here. It's been a problem of mine for my little storefront, but if you're interested in buying some cards from me, keep an eye on that store, as the cards available should grow steadily over the next month until I am a tiny, tiny, minuscule, infinitesimal, barely noticeable fraction of the inventory that Card Kingdom has. Unlikely, D. We're only at game 1. And I plan to keep winning with this deck, so... yeah, if you buy from me and include a note, I'll sign whatever you want. In fact, I have... I'll tell you this. If you're a viewer of mine and you buy a card of mine and you send me a note, I will include a free signed copy of either Chromanticore or... I guess Chromanticore is actually worth something now, but I have a bunch of First Eruptions, so I'll send you a signed copy of First Eruption. First Eruption, for these of you who don't know, is a largely unplayable card in Dominaria that I designed, but I'm really proud of it because I think it's a good top-down, flavorful design. Hunter Skull, what's up? Oh yeah, you're right. Poor Hunter Skull then. Then we got lucky because looks like it's going to hurt our opponent, who arbitrarily has the clock instead of us. Hey, look. Hey, this looks nice. 132. Huh. Is it me? Y'all are still with me, right? Yeah, maybe it is just Oppo then. Well, Oppo, if you time out and lose, you were going to lose to this hand anyway. Look at that opener. Haha, all right. Somebody played First Eruption in draft. I don't recommend it, but if you make it work, send me a screenshot. Yeah, I know. I want to play this hand. This is the dream hand. We can imagine what would have happened with that hand. It would have been very good. Sorry, Oppo. Yeah, it looks like it maybe was Wizards related and just cost Oppo and not us. I'll try to reconnect here. What's going on, Wizards? I'm just going to restart, get a beverage, get a snack, and be right back. All we need is somewhere worth ramping to. I don't think I have a larger than average head. I'm pretty egotistical, if that's what you mean. You have to be to decide you're worth watching on stream. I don't know. Even though I'm on the design credits for Dominaria, it was for a relatively short stint as a outsider, R&D outsider, joining one of the design teams, which is something they were doing at the time, making sure somebody from not R&D was in every team. I spent my first 5 years at Wizards in R&D, but then the last 2 were on Arena. So I don't know who did that. Wow. So good for us. We get to go Spore Crown, pump these up, and Song for next turn. We could kick the Grow, but let's Spore Crown and kick stuff next turn instead. Well, we could do it this turn. It doesn't really matter, right? Now I don't understand what you're suggesting, right? Do you like the Spore Crown play or the kicked Grow play? Because kicked Grow actually filters some lands out of our deck. That's pretty good. What? Oh yeah, we actually... Yeah. Song, Thallid, Swing, you like that now? All right. It does a similar thing to start with the Grow or start with the attack. But there's something appealing about growing a couple lands out of our deck here so we don't draw them as likely. Sadly, no attacks this turn, and really even no need for the Fraileys mana, since we can just kick Grow with what we've got anyway. Can't Spiral Migration. We can get Song back next turn, though. And Chapter 3 is worth it, you know. Our board looks decent right now, but largely only because of the Spore Crown Thallid. If they're in red-black here, if they have removal for our Thallid, our board suddenly looks quite weak. But then we could Nature Spiral back the Thallid anyway. If we draw something sweet, we can do something like get to Chapter 3, pump everything up, Indestructible, Vigilant, blah-de-blah, get Song back, cast it, tap everything that's huge for mana, and like Daragaz, I think we could even cast, like... So really hoping we get a sweet, sweet, sweet... Yeah, like even that counts. I'll take it. I'll take it. Because I think it works out, right? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana, 11, 10, 9, 8, and then we still kick the Witch. Yeah, we swing all first, of course. Just doing the math on whether we have the plan I was talking about, and we do. 4-3. Little unhappy with how the Black Blade deck ended up. Four. I shouldn't complain about 4 wins. That's solid. And we didn't love it. It wasn't the best deck, so it's all right. Auto Tapper is going to be hard to hose us when we're about to get Song of Fraileys back. Oh, but they will. You're missing my missing this part of the play, I think. Uh-huh. Dominaria is fun. Hey, it's pretty early in the month. We're already at platinum. Maybe we make diamond. Did we make diamond last month? Maybe we'll make diamond again this month. I don't know, Mike. Haven't thought it all through. We'll figure it out. All right, looking good. No 2, but we have the play. If we don't have a 2-drop but the play, I'm usually pretty comfortable. Where I get a little under the collar about possible aggro is when you're on the draw with only a play on 3. I haven't been pursuing aspirational play on Arena enough to even know what's going on there. I'll have to look into it so I can give people better advice on that front. Surveyor will find our mountain, and then we can omnivore and spider or kick a grow, depending on what else we draw from here. All right, compass spotted. People can't help it. I'll say this, I have yet to see a compass I thought was correct to play based on what I saw Oppo doing. Mike does nothing with his life except play Magic. Why did Forest versus Swamp matter, Mike? I didn't really think it through, but maybe there's somebody who wasn't thinking about. Oh yeah, great point. We have a Steel Leaf in the deck. Great point. Omnivore or Bargain? I go with Omnivore. Oppo's playing a lot of stuff that's not really doing anything to the board, so let's try and get a attacker out while the coast is clear. And if they use resources on killing the Omnivore, we don't care too much about that either. Well, 3 color, we have a Daragaz, so we have, this is our 1 mountain in the whole deck for our Mythic Dragon. Everything else is black, green, and we have 2 Grow from the Ashes and a Skitters. So finding both the mana for a the Mythic Dragon and for the Steel Leaf is not too difficult. We also have 2 Elves for the Steel Leaf plan. bake into a pie? That'd be great. Then we'd get a free event. Go file a bug. Fungal infection. Well, okay. Jay is currently scheduled to be on tomorrow, but I think, okay, with this play, I'm going to go ahead and take the extra damage here. Or maybe I just, nah, I'm going to let them eat this and play the spider. It's kind of similar damage, honestly, and we do have a dark bargain we can play. Mike doesn't like wasting it. And we do have an alternate play, Mike, so there is that. But yeah, let's just, let's keep getting attackers out. Then reload and thin. Yeah, that's true. If it was extra damage, I should have fizzled the fungal. Very good point. Definitely at least should have figured out what I was going to do while the infection was on the stack rather than letting it resolve and then thinking about it. Well, Dionysus, that's what I was going to get at. What I would like to do is maybe push Jay back for another week, have him spend some extra time looking at some initial Theros decks for next week, and that I see about maybe finding someone who's up for a set review tomorrow. That's what I'm thinking. So at 6 mana, if we kick a grow, we can go kicked grow into unkicked grow to just massively thin our deck of lands. Thank you for the offer, Robert. I don't expect that my problem will be lack of volunteers. I'll say that. But I don't want to send in Omnivore because I don't want to trade it for Confessor right now. So we'll just send in Spider and then decide what to do next. That's right. I think we'll go kick. We're obviously kicking once. Then we'll think about what we want to do. I bet Rocket would have some opinions. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. You want to save the other one? I mean, I'd like to set up, the reason why I want to do it is because then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, plus the one we find for 10. We untap with Dark Bargain. We can main phase it with 6 mana left over, and even if we find like a Skin Witch, we can kick it and stuff. So I think I like getting up to 10 mana before we Dark Bargain next turn. Vigor, you say? Kind of a weird, disjointed deck from Oppo with some stuff I would not be playing. Like, it's just a lot of non-bows going on in Oppo's deck, I think. And classically, another place where, I mean, I don't know what they're doing with the Compass and why. What are we talking about? East hand, I think, right? Yep. Wow. Good thing we had 10 mana for this crazy turn of ours, right? But next turn, oh man. And I would trade Omnivore for... or do we want to trade Confessor for Elves? Nah, we can just sit back here. Fodder Elf, but still no reason to do it now. Good for a double block. Now we can go Spider Omnivore, double black Confessor, and we only lose the Elf. That's kind of you, Canadian Bacons. Maybe they are doing a Sweet Lich's Mastery deck. If so, I don't know if you want lava runners, though, right? All right, let's go for some Amazing Grace. Don't get our dragon! This is a Windgrace Acolyte deck with no soul salvages, so they're a lot worse. The Acolytes are a lot worse here than they normally are. Ooh, okay, we didn't get we didn't lose the dragon. We did lose our Nature Spiral, though, so that was our plan, to get it back. Or the mountain, if we accidentally milled. Yeah, dragon and spiral would be the super sad. Now, I think I would go ahead and I would trade Omnivore, and I would trade Elves and Acolyte for both their creatures. I'm a little nervous about what they've got up here, though, so I'm going to wait. We'll continue to be patient since they have 3 cards and a bunch of open mana. Yeah, our land count, 2 lands left in the deck. 2 lands, everybody. So 16 cards. Only 2 and 14 are land, so expect a land off the top. Flyer can get in, but it's got Summoning Sickness right now, but we'll start getting in with it, so just going to be patient. Oppo in the tank here, and we get to untap. They're still they're not at 6 mana. They got 4 spells. I don't know what's going on with the spells in their hand, but they can't candle us yet, so there's that. We're gonna play Sap Herd for the Omnivore. And then we get a nice swing. Yeah, Omnivore's got great fodder now, so we have the good attack. Fulato paying a kindness to Raptor for Raptor's work on the Mastery Pass tool, which let's do it this way. You can tell this tool how you value various things, and it will tell you whether to buy the Mastery Pass or not. Definitely sacking the sap because it's worth a couple points. We'll now sack the elf because if we do find our sap lord, the Sap Herd will actually get a bonus. Although, you know, wait. Let's do this correctly. Yeah, my little things. It doesn't matter, obviously. It doesn't technically matter, but it is good to keep yourself with your fundamentals. Apply your fundamentals even when they don't matter, you know what I mean? Oh, pretty nice. Garna. Nice Garna play from Oppo, but not bad for us, though. Only gives them the Lava Runner. They were getting the other one back anyway. Garna gives everything haste. We got to keep that in mind now, although our life cushion is so nice, it's not a huge deal. Another Vigor. Another Omnivore. I'll play it. Might sack one to the other if we have to. And what do we want to do? If we send in and they block, double block, are we willing to just trade one Omnivore off for the Confessor? Yeah, I don't think we have really great ground attacks anymore, so we'll just send in the Acolyte. Although, I want to find our dragon and end this thing. Eventually, they're going to find land number 6 here, and that Acolyte's going down. Champion of the Flame. Something to wear these demonic vigors, I suppose. All right, Candle of Our Own. Now Daragaz is just lethal. 3+7 haste. This goes to hand. Right, we were just working that out. Yeah, all right. I still like, maybe I'm probably being lazy and not really thinking through what we can possibly get through on the ground. I'm somewhat being lazy in knowing that we are 13, somewhere in our 13 cards lies a Daragaz that's basically going to end the game. So I'm being a little lazy, Mike, but given that they could have instant speed removal or something, maybe I'll try and tighten that up. Yeah, that also makes these all bigger, so should give us lots of good attacks here. Yeah, their candle is live. Let's see what they want to do with it. I'm going to play this. Because we can Omnivore out of candle range. When they have Garna... Yeah, because they could block and then replay her. Still worth it though, right? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah, good point. All right, so we'll do that. Yeah, I guess we could have attacked Sappered because the same thing applies. We just sack it if they block. So this is the one Garna is blocking. So we're going to try sacking this. If they go for the candle now, looks like they're not going to. Not yet. Mike took a different line there. I feel like I'm being pretty suboptimal in my ground game. But that's okay right there. Most seem to be fate, yeah. If they spend any of their mana, then I'm going to candle down Garna. Yeah, I think you're right, Canadian. That's like I say, I'm not playing my ground game very optimally here. I admit it. So let's try to be more optimal. Okay, so what's our plan for next turn? We don't have any fly. We're looking for our dragon now, basically. We do have more omnivore possibilities. But we can make Omnivore big. They block Garna and recast, and that's okay. All right, let's just go. Hey, that's pretty good. Potentially scoop-inducing. I think we send everything. They are in a bad way, right? They have to block everything but the Spore Crown. No, it didn't really matter, right? What would it have done? I guess it makes our Omnivore bigger temporarily, but it wasn't mid-combat or anything. I suppose we could have, yeah. They go to 1 and get everything back. But then that's fine, right? Yeah, they were tapped out. So it didn't matter. It just didn't matter. What do you think, Mike? Just lose the Omnivore or sack something? I was okay with just losing the Omnivore here. I just don't think they win if they spend all next turn, like, recasting stuff. I mean, this is cheap stuff, so maybe they still find removal for the dragon. All right, so we'll sack. I'll just let chat play this for me now. They're getting this back anyway, right? The only difference is that they don't have to recast it. That's kind of the only difference. Okay. Doesn't kill it though. No, oh, now we will. Sure. Like, I didn't want to sack it because it wasn't dead yet. Now it would be dead, though, so we'll fizzle it. Still comes down to this dragon. Yeah, that didn't really matter much either, but more fundamental play, I guess. Let's see if fundamentally Daragaz is good enough. Not really happy with how I played this end game. I think I gave up a lot of value on the ground in this one. Yeah, good point, Mike. So it was important to do that since we were losing our Lord. Now, this is why people don't like Divest, because of how often it does that. But as I've explained, I play it in my control decks because generally, if you're drawing it late, you've already made it to your late game, which is what that's all about anyway. But all of this is just Oppo spinning wheels. They're not doing anything about the dragon, so we win. They could -5 it. Now they're just accepting that we... Yeah, all right. I'm just maybe completing some quests or something. All right. Nice start. 4-0, chasing the dragon here. And we're going to pick it up tomorrow and try to close it out with 7 wins. But I'm going to call it a day today. And see who we're going to raid. Oh, yeah, it's Oven. I'll totally play that real soon. We got Lavinius, we got Mobius, we got Amy. I'm going to send it over to Amy. What's she doing? Looks like she's taking a break, but I assume she'll be back shortly. I'm going to send you over there. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I sure hope you come on back tomorrow, and we'll draft another one, and we'll finish this one, see if we can get to 7 wins. But please say hi to Amazonian for me, and we'll catch you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.